Someone handed my youngest son a bright red balloon, and his world lit up. He grabbed that string like it was treasure, like he was holding lightning, joy itself on a string. The balloon bobbed, spun, it danced in the wind, and he danced with it, laughing, running, caught in a tiny whirlwind of magic that only kids seem to understand. But then, somehow, he let go. Not on purpose. It was a mistake. Just one slip of the fingers, and instantly the balloon shot upward toward the sky. He jumped for it. He reached out with his little hands, but it was already climbing past the rooftops, over the trees, past anything his arms could touch. And in seconds, it was gone. And he cried because he wanted that one. Not another balloon, not a replacement. That one red balloon. And my heart broke right there with his. Because I knew exactly how he felt. Because it wasn't a balloon that I lost. It was someone I wasn't ready to let go of. And it wasn't because I didn't want to hold on. It just slipped like a balloon in the wind. One moment we're holding on, and the next I was watching something irreplaceable drift further and further away. And just like my son, I reached, I jumped, I did everything I could to pull back. But some things, once they start floating away, you can't catch them. No matter how high you jump, no matter how loud you call out to them.
3, 2, 1. Here they go. Liftoff. Amazing. And the far end is up. There they go, John. The Guinness Book of World Records has just been broken in Cleveland. Over 1,500,000 balloons going up in the air at this very, very moment. Look at the crowd below. We did it! We did it, John. There it goes. It's completely covering the terminal tower.
In 1986, Cleveland tried to solve their own pain with a spectacle that turned into a tragedy. The city was already broken. They had job loss. Their identity was shattered. And so they decided, let's fill the sky with 1.5 million balloons. Let's set a world record and show this world that we matter. And for one moment, they did. Millions of balloons rose over the skyline. It was a rainbow of hope, a sky filled with color. But it was a desperate attempt to make them feel whole again. Because you see, then a storm rolled in. All of these balloons came crashing down. Streets were jammed. Runways were shut down. Lake Erie was covered in so many balloons that the Coast Guard couldn't even find 2 men that were drowning. Because of those balloons, 2 people died. What was supposed to lift the city buried it. Hope turned to chaos, and celebration turned to a giant mess that just needed to be cleaned up. And we all do this. We lose something, so we buy something else. We have cracks in our marriage, but we post perfect pictures online. We feel empty inside, so we fill our calendars with noise and things to keep us busy. We release a million distractions to avoid facing that one thing we lost. But here's what the story about Cleveland taught me. Balloons, they don't fix anything. They might rise for a moment, but then they crash back down, simply for us to clean up. And I remember when my grandfather passed away, and I stood in a circle with my family, and we released a balloon in his honor. Everyone said it was beautiful. Everyone said it helped make them feel more at peace. But when I let go of that string, I felt a part of me die. Not the person, but a part of me. Because I realized I've spent my whole life releasing things I was supposed to fight for. Releasing hurt instead of healing it. Releasing tension instead of talking through it. And releasing connection. Because sometimes holding on feels too hard. I let that balloon go. And I felt every other thing I'd let slip away rise with it. Because sometimes what saves you isn't what floats away. It's what keeps you from drifting away. And here's the unseen truth that I learned. Life is about knowing what to release and what you got to hold on to with everything you got. I lost someone I thought I'd spend my life with. My son, he lost his red balloon. Cleveland lost 2 men in a sea of false hope. And this episode was the balloon we'll never get back. Because here's what I've learned through the pain. Unlike the balloon, God did not slip away from me. And He didn't let me slip away from Him. Because when my hands were empty, when I couldn't hold on to anything, when I was reaching for something that was already gone, He held me. And He lifted my soul, just like my son's red balloon.